Hi guys. Okay, this feels very, very weird, and I guess first and foremost I will just apologise if it is a little bit echoey in here. Yeah, this is a bit strange. Okay, so it's been about a year and a half since I posted a video on YouTube, and it was a bit of a goodbye for now, forever video. And yeah, I guess I'm back. I'm here to say I'm back for a bit, potentially, we'll see. Firstly, I just want to say a massive thank you to anybody that commented on that video back in December 2021, and just for all your incredibly kind words and comments, and anybody that follows me on Instagram that came over there to message me as well. I very much appreciate everything that anyone has ever sort of said or supported me in the past. I did actually recently go back onto that video and I realised that I never even replied to anybody, and I think, to be honest, it just goes to show how I was feeling at the time. Yeah, so I think this video is just going to be a bit of like, hello, I'm back. I will give a little bit more insight into maybe why I decided to say goodbye a little bit then, and yeah, just like where I've been, what I've been up to, what's the latest, and a bit of a life update, and to say that the vlogs are coming back. So yeah, let's do it. I'm actually going to write some notes because I think if I don't, I'm going to forget, what I sort of want to say. Big update, I guess I've got darker hair. So I actually only went dark like sort of a couple of months ago, so I'm still very much getting used to it. Don't know if it'll be long term. I tend to switch up my hair all the time, so yeah, but I've really enjoyed the change and it makes it nice and shiny, so yeah, we'll see. I've got a bit of a temporary setup going on right now, but I wanted to get some like colour in here, so I've got some like lovely tulips. They are so, tulips, lovely peonies. It is peony season and these are popping. They are beautiful. So one of my best friends got those for us. Okay, let's stop rambling about that. Basically, why did I stop YouTube? I think I probably touched on this in the video where I said goodbye, but it had been a bit of a tough year and a half for me personally, us as a couple, and just for everyone in the world. We'd had COVID like 2020 into 2021. We'd moved house amongst all of that, and it was behind the scenes like very, very stressful. Probably like the rockiest time for us in terms of like navigating life together. I had been on YouTube maybe about 10 years actually, and I just needed a bit of a break, to be honest. I work full time outside of doing videos. This is a bit more of a nice to have for me. So I work in social media outside of vlogging. So sometimes I think that was the problem. I work within social media for my day-to-day job, Monday to Friday, and then at the weekends it just became a lot to be thinking about creating on here as well. And my vlogs have like never been like super creative, so I haven't had to like do all the fancy editing or anything like that, but even just thinking about picking up a camera every weekend just started to feel like a lot. And we had a lot going on outside of YouTube as well, and I was trying to keep quite a lot private, and so when you're trying to do that, it just felt like the vlogs were so boring and I was just struggling. So I thought the best thing to do is just to stop, to be honest. So that is why. In terms of what had been going on, we had moved house. I'm trying to like remember all the dates and everything, like November 2020. So it was like peak COVID time, and it was a bit of a big move for us because we had moved quite well, about an hour away from our family, I suppose an extra half an hour from where we were before, and basically into a new area. So it was a big move for us in terms of knowing if it was the right area for us, moving a bit away from friends and family, etc, etc. And the house itself was a little bit of a risk. It was an old house, it needed work doing long term. We knew that. We went into it not knowing if it would be shorter term, long term, etc. I guess, cut long story short, we realised fairly quickly it was not going to be our longer term home. I absolutely loved that house. It was a beautiful like period property, but there was a lot that just wasn't working for us short term and long term. So quite quickly behind the scenes we realised that that house wasn't going to be even necessarily much of a short term property. So you would have seen that we had been doing quite a bit of work to it, and to be honest, that was actually all in mind to know that we were going to be putting it back on the market at some point. So yeah, I think we put it up on the market maybe about a year or a year and a half after we'd moved in, and you will be able to tell if you do follow me that we have moved now, and it took us a whole year from putting our property on the market to getting into the door of this property, I would like to say that I think we probably had nearly everything that can go wrong in a house process. That's probably not true, but it felt that way, and it was a very, very stressful time. And to be honest, even by the point that I decided to vlog, I don't think we'd even put the house on the market by that point. So I'm so glad I had done that pause, because it would have been so boring for you. And I think for people that follow me on Instagram, even moving probably seemed a bit of a shock. I only just sort of announced it as a bit of a we've moved versus like doing the journey, because I don't know, I just felt like a little bit protective over it. I just felt like I wanted to keep it private. And yeah, I'm glad I did, because boy oh boy, we had all sorts go wrong. I think in the end we had 3 buyers pull out. Funnily enough, now I'm talking about this, the removal men have literally just turned up to come pick up the boxes that they left, so I'm going to go and do that and I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. I've kind of lost train of thought there a little bit. I think what I was saying was, yeah, in the end we ended up with 4 buyers, so 3 had pulled out across the year. And then there was like 2 other houses that were sort of a maybe for us. And then this house came up sort of around Christmas time, actually. It was just something about it. I just had a feeling, and yeah, we are in basically. So this, fingers crossed, feels more like a longer term home for us. We have actually stayed in the area that we moved to, so the risk of like moving location really paid off for us. We absolutely love it where we live in East Sussex. We are that little bit further away from family, which is obviously the biggest compromise for us. But my family like to come visit, and obviously we try and get back as much as possible. So it's really not, in the grand scheme of things, not too far. So yeah, that is the big news basically. I guess, cut long story short, I just needed a bit of a break. It was just getting a bit too much, and at that point I didn't know if I would stop full time or, yeah, but I have really, really missed it. And I think now, I say this, but it feels a little bit like we're coming out the other side of it now, and I feel like excited to kind of bring you guys along with housey things and all of that stuff, and kind of, yeah, so it feels like a right time to kind of come back. I guess in terms of coming back, I don't know what that looks like for me yet. I don't know if weekly will be a thing, but maybe let me know. Do you care what days of the week people post on? And then maybe like, what sorts of videos do you prefer? Is it more of those sit down videos or the vloggy, follow me around still? Or is it just a mixture of both? Because we are so now into the TikTok era, it's hard to know if people still like long form content, but I think that they do. I think we're sort of like going back in that direction again, and I know that personally I like to whack a vlog on in the background while I'm cooking dinner or doing all sorts. So hopefully you are doing something fun whilst I say fun, but maybe I'm a little bit of background noise for you. So yeah, maybe let me know what you tend to do when you watch a vlog. I didn't want to keep this too long. I kind of wanted to keep it fairly short. I'm trying to think of anything that's more interesting has happened in the last year to update you on, but I feel like that is obviously the biggest thing. We actually managed to go away for a honeymoon at the sort of like September last year, so had the best time, and that was amazing to get away properly since COVID. So anything else to report on? Oh, if you are into books, I created a book Instagram account. If you don't follow Instagram, I will probably be planning to do a little bit of book content on here, because I am a proper book nerd by this point, and it is my escape. I freaking love reading. So I will want to kind of like insert that into here as much as possible, and also, yeah, continue to do my Instagram. It was just something I really wanted to do, and I've really enjoyed doing that. So yeah, I guess that's like the main update really. As I said, I don't want to kind of keep mumbling. If there's like any specific questions that you've got, please do pop them in the box below, and I will try and answer those in the next coming weeks. So you've got this video, and then I'm planning to do a moving vlog. So I did like vlog a little bit of behind the scenes of moving, so I have got some of sort of saying goodbye to the old house, seeing it all empty, and a bit of like a very mini kind of like empty house tour of this current house. And then I'm literally, as of this weekend, vlogging around the house and stuff. So yeah, there's sort of like videos to come, hopefully. As I said at the beginning, thank you so much if you watch these videos. I think probably quite a few people dropped off, and I don't know what the views are going to be like moving forward, but as I said, I've just really missed kind of like chatting on camera, so I think I'm going to see how things go. And I have had so many lovely messages since like hinting that I might be coming back for a bit on Instagram, which has just been so sweet, so thank you so much. And yeah, I'm excited to come back. So thank you for all your support, and yeah, hopefully I will see you a little bit more regularly from now. So yeah, thanks guys, bye.